a younger person than myself asked me a question and said, "Sir, how do you do the big things you do?" Even though we don't do big things, actually. What have we done? When I saw it was serious to learn, so I told him, if I hear him say I should do it, I immediately would start doing it. And he said, "Sir, but are you not afraid that it will not work?" Well, I said, there's no man that have done anything remarkably great that did not do it in fear. I've said it a number of times. A man of faith is not a man that is not afraid. And fear is not the opposite of what? Faith. There are so many great men in the Bible that were what? Afraid, right? But they do it what? Being afraid. I remember one time when we were doing camp meeting, because doing camp meeting cost a lot of money, right? Millions of naira. And we're going to do one again this year, and we trust God for finance. So that's not what I'm saying. Let's just do that part. I remember on that fateful day, on the day of the meeting itself, we didn't have the money to what? Transport people to the venue. I know we have a lot of people coming from Ilorin, Ekiti, and many western states like that. So I remember the driver in Ilorin called that day and said they were coming and that they needed deposit first. And we didn't have any money in our account. And I heard God say within my spirit, tell them to start coming. There'll be money when they come. So I told the coordinator of the buses, I said, tell them to start coming. When they get here, they will see money. He said, are you sure? I said, tell them to start coming. So the person was looking at me like, when Joshua obeyed, told the person to start coming. Do you know what? After I left that place, I went to ask God, this thing is risky. It's risky. This thing we're doing is risky. Then God told me, just relay my command. So I left it. I went to do other things we were doing. And to the glory of God, when the boss came, I didn't tell them to check their account. I said, transfer the money to them. The person started transferring. And the money went, Immediately I started saying, send this one, send this one. We kept sending. Me, I was happy. But you know what? Apparently someone had sent money, before, not miracle money. So someone had sent money into the account. You know what? Later the person started asking me, I said, how did you know money will come? Well, I did not know. I only heard God say, tell them money will come. That's what I did. I only obeyed the instruction. I'll tell young people like me or younger people that are looking up to me. If you are waiting for everything to align before you set out, you will fail. You will sit down at home. When you hear him say it, go out and do it. And disclaimer, because you hear him say it and you go out to do it doesn't mean it will always work. But I want you to learn the culture of always doing things when God says you do it. You will understand that when you learn it, you will never be small.